Hey guys, Keith again with Bulletproof RC. This is my Axial Wraith 1.9. It's been a little bit since I've done a video, so I thought I'd catch you guys up on what I've been doing, and this is one of the vehicles I purchased and went through. Purchased it new from Main Hobbies, and anyway, just made it my own. I guess the first thing you'll notice is the exterior paint is different. It started out as the orange version that Axial offers, and pulled it out of the box, and after my retinas had enough of that orange, I decided to change it up. I do like orange vehicles in RC, but I tend to favor the Tamiya metallic orange, so I went with that for the majority of the body. Then Tamiya white around the top, and then I used the Tamiya black on the hood and the rocker panel. And I believe I also used, a little bit of black in the back there on the tailgate. But other than that, I guess I'll start with wheels and tires. These are the SSD stamped steel wheels. They do have the scale hardware and the EB locks and everything. They're pretty nice stamped steel wheels. Tires are Proline Hyrax. They're the XLs, and they have Proline's dual stage foams inside. These wheels and tires were reused from a previous build. Then moving on, I went ahead and chopped the back of the Wraith, as you can tell, and went over to Shapeways and picked up a nice set of rails they have there. I forgot the exact name brand of the creator of these, but I like these because I know you can use the plastic links off the kit and mount them back here, but these actually cover up most of your cutting, so you can cut your cage back there, and once you Dremel it down and mount it all up, it looks really factory, so I like that a lot. In order to complete the look, I went ahead and went over to Dinky RC and picked up a drop bed. This is a Lexan drop bed. I'll get a little more light over here. And if you do order from Dinky RC, they're still in business, they're still doing work, but it took them a while to ship this thing out. I don't know why, but it took about 2 weeks for them to ship it. And after questioning them several times, they finally got it out the door, so very happy with the product. Just don't know what the delay was. I ordered all my scale accessories and several things for this rig all at the same time, and I just had to wait and wait and wait for this drop bed, so it was a little irritating, but finally got it and was able to put it in. So I got anxious and went ahead and cut the back and mounted these in there, and then I had to take it all back out to get the dinky bed in. But anyway, just a pet peeve there. I don't know what the problem was. In the rear, I'm sure you see this rear light bar. That's just a Chinese light bar. You can find them pretty common on eBay. Ordered it, had to make some custom plastic mounts to mount it in here, but all in all, I like it because when I painted the body, I had to take all the tail light decals and all off the body, so kind of wanted to have some sort of lit up tail lights on it. As far as the front lights go, that is a Axial 5 light bucket light bar. Pretty standard fare. You see them on a lot of deadbolts and such, honchos and such, but first 1.9 Wraith I've seen with that particular light bar on it. In the front, I did take the lenses out, and I used some of the Tamiya lens paint that you can buy. Hang on, I'll grab it. Alright, sorry about the camera work there, guys. Just trying to get this paint so you can see what I used. Yeah, there it is. So X26, and this is the orange. There's acrylic paint. It has to be brushed on, but works really well to make a clear lens into a marker light. So anyway, that's just clear LEDs in there too, so it really does the job. Since we're in the front, we'll go ahead and talk about this bumper. The bumper is Team Raffy. I had to modify a little bit for it to fit. The Team Raffy bumper came with its own SCX10 2 style mount to mount into the SCX2 frame, but the way the bumpers mount onto the front of a Wraith is very different. So anyway, I had to finagle with that. So wouldn't recommend the Team Raffy bumper if you have a 1.9 Wraith. If you have a SX10-2 with a steel chassis and everything, you'll have no problems. But with this particular build, had to get a little creative with it. I did go with the SSD. Get this thing. SSD chassis brace and bumper mount. That's aluminum. It's black, so it's a little difficult to see right now, but it's in there. That is a JX servo. It's a 46 kilogram JX, so it does a pretty good job turning the wheels. And since we're right here, we'll talk about shocks. Those are SSD scale shocks. Got those in there with 80 weight oil, which and they got them in the droop setting, so the vehicle sits pretty low when it's at underweight, and does a good job of keeping the CG down low, and the 80 weight keeps the torque twist at a minimal. Those are Vanquish Incision stainless steel links. I think that's a must for the Wraith, and keeps weight down low where you want it. Those are extra speed axles. They are aluminum. They are not CNC'd aluminum. They are, I guess, a die cast aluminum, and they're actually a reuse from a previous build. But they do a pretty good job of keeping weight down low and keeping your pinion mesh right. You don't have any failures in your axles because they're durable. So other than the name, they're high quality. And those are KYX brand brass knuckles. They are 46 grams per knuckle, so they're pretty heavy, keep weight down low. Yeah Racing brass knuckles, or excuse me, C-hubs are in there as well, so everything is good. I don't have any weight in the rear, just use the brass up front. Those lockouts in the rear, can't tell you what brand they are. I think they're STRC, but I'm not 100% sure because, like I said, these axles are reuse. Currently running the stock drive shafts because they got this Axial's new gray transmission with silver metal gears in it, but it's the tolerances for a aftermarket drive shaft are very low with this center transmission. You can whittle on it with a Dremel, and you can get MIPs to fit. I have some MIPs to put on it, but I haven't went there yet, just simply because these drive shafts tend to hold up nowadays pretty well. Got a Hobby Wing axe system in the rig. It'll be a little hard to show you with a Wraith, but you can see the motor peeking through back in there. The axe system has done well for me. I know that it doesn't have the wind-up speed or torque of a Castle system, but what I really like about the axe system is just full control. When you're ascending and descending, it's just got the drag brake. I mean, there's nothing else out there with a drag brake that will compare to the axe system. And if there is something, I'd like someone to show me, because it'll go up to 200% in the adjustments, and at 100%, I think you would have to rip the transmission out to turn the wheels. Castle's Mamba X, which I've ran quite a bit, I have it in one of my other rigs. It just doesn't have a drag brake that compares. Now, Castle may update that software to give you a better drag brake down the road, but if you've got a rig with a little weight on it, it's going to roll down the hill, even with the drag brake at 100%. So I will give a nod to the axe system on their drag brake. And, like I said, it doesn't have the kick out of the hole that a Castle system, but under Hobby Wing's latest software update, it has improved with the wind-up speed and torque. So I'm pretty happy with it. I don't have to have a lot of torque and wheel speed in my crawler system anyway. It's all about the control for me. So precision and control, I think the axe system has nailed it. But other than that, that's about all I have to say about this. Oh, that's a Cross RC winch I went with the Cross RC. I've got an RC 4-wheel drive 9.5 on hand, but it's big, you know, it's bulky. I didn't like the way it covered up the grill, so I used this one, which to me, this Cross has just as much torque at 8.4 volts as the Warren does. So, and it had a little bit smaller, well, actually a whole lot smaller winch controller. That's it right there under the bumper with the flashing light. It's just tiny. The lights are flashing because I've got the car on without the radio being on. Of course, you guys know that the battery compartment's in the hood, and I did use a Dinky RC 3D printed battery plate as well on this rig to allow me to use the shorty packs that I don't think you call those shorty. They're just compact packs. They're 2600 milliamp. I think that's right. And I guess that'll do it, guys. Just wanted to show you guys one of the rigs that I've been working on the background while I have not been uploading videos. Sorry about that, but that's my Wraith 1.9. Hope you like it. If the shoe fits, like and subscribe. If not, then you guys know which button to hit. But as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.